The following is a Broncos Broadcast Network production.
Welcome to Broncos Broadcasting Network. I'm Elias. On this week's broadcast, we take a look back at the best news packages from the 2022-2023 school year. BBN News begins now. School news plays a critical role in schools, from giving students information to providing them with entertainment. With school starting back up a week from today, we look back at the top BBN news packages from 2022 and the 23 broadcasts.
In 1987, March was designated as Women's History Month, and this month we highlight the contributions of women to events in history and contemporary society. Now to Yaitha with more information.
The celebration of Women's History Month grew out of a week-long celebration of women's contributions to culture, history, and society organized by a school district of California in 1978. A few years later, the idea caught on communities, school districts, and organizations across the country. In 1980, President Jimmy Carter issued the first presidential proclamation declaring the week of March as National Women's History Week. 6 years later, the National Women's History Project successfully petitioned Congress to expand the event to the entire month of March. The Women's History Month is not an international celebration, but the International Women's Day is March 8th, which is celebrated as a focal point in the women's rights movement, bringing attention to issues such as gender equality, reproductive rights, and violence and abuse against women. What does Women's History Month mean to you?
I think it means like a month to celebrate women and all their accomplishments and just like appreciate them in general.
I think it's important because it's giving us the credit that we deserve, because I have a single mom. So I think it's good to highlight and appreciate women because we honestly do more than men. No shade. But I feel like, I don't know, women are powerful. So yeah, that's it.
Women give life, so, if it wasn't for us, y'all would not be here.
It means basically like freedom, because like for all this time, like from even like back then, like we weren't even allowed to vote, we weren't allowed to have jobs, we weren't allowed to like do important things, and now like we're being able to do like more important things.
We get appreciated and noticed for things that we do, so yeah.
I think it means it's a month to, be appreciative of all the women in the world.
It means empowerment and being respected and appreciated.
El Día de la Mujer es un día muy especial porque es el día que se honra a las mujeres, ya que las mujeres son muy especiales en esta vida, porque prácticamente hacen todo en la casa, ayuda y demás. Y nada, las mujeres son alguien para honrar, ya que son muy especiales en esta vida.
Like showing appreciation to like women because, without us, you would not be here. So, empowerment, just like that.
I'm Yaitha, and this is for BBN News.
9.
Tuesday will be our second annual Teachers versus DHS Students basketball game. Last year ended in a tie. Here is Caroline with more information on this year's game.
I'm Caroline with the Broncos Broadcasting Network, asking the students and staff how they think next week's basketball game is going to go.
I think the teachers will dominate because we usually do. We're undefeated. We have some great basketball talent as a faculty, and we're just destined to win. We've been trained by the best. I've called LeBron James to come out here and train our staff. I've had Giannis out here a couple days to train some of our post players, so I think we're going to dominate.
So you playing?
No, I hurt myself. I was doing 360 dunks, just like messing around, and I ended up tweaking something. My back still hurts a little bit, so I will not be playing this year.
Oh, that's a shame.
Are you going to play?
Nah.
Why not? Why aren't you playing?
I'm soccer, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we need to have a soccer versus staff game one day. That'd be so fun.
Yeah.
We should do that one day.
Well, thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to crush them. That's what's going to happen. Y'all going down. Y'all going down.
Are you playing?
I am playing.
Ooh, we gonna crush him?
I'm gonna attempt to, cause a lot of I'm kind of short, so the tall kids. I'm like, but we'll see.
Yeah. Do your best, bruh.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Good luck.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's. I mean, I don't know how it's gonna go, but I don't think it's gonna go too good because I heard that a lot of the people who got tickets, like the boys at least, they don't really know how to play.
How do you think the basketball game is gonna go next week?
I think it's gonna go pretty good. I hope that the students win. I might participate in it, maybe. But I hope the students win for sure.
How do y'all think the basketball game's gonna go next week?
The teachers are going to win again, just like last year.
Yeah, obviously the teacher's gonna win again.
Are any of you guys playing?
No.
I'm Caroline with the Broncos Broadcasting Network, signing off.
Recently, our visual art students had the opportunity to display their art at the Ridge Art Association Art Gallery. Here's Aiden with more information.
Recently, some of our visual art students had their work presented at the Ridge Arts Association Art Gallery Young Artist Show. I had the honor of going to the art gallery and seeing the pieces that were selected to be displayed. Our Broncos had over 20 pieces in that art exhibit, with 3 of those winning awards. I also had the chance to talk to some of these talented artists and get their thoughts on having their art displayed. What is your art piece called?
My art piece is called Koi Pond. It's a pot with 2 koi fish. It's untitled because I'm good at naming.
My art piece is called Eyes Are Watching, and it's a collage piece put with artistic coloring, painting over it to make a whole piece.
Was this the first time your art has been displayed in an art show?
No, this is technically my 3rd time. The first time it was last year. It was a recreation of one of my friends, and it was a bus sculpture. So this is my 3rd time.
No, I was in I think it was like Ridge Art show. Yeah, Ridge Art show last year for my mask. It was a mask.
Yes, it was.
What award did you win?
I won 3rd place. It was 3rd place in 3D art. I'm not sure what it was. I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna go see it today.
What award did you win?
I won the 3D Excellence Award. I believe that's what it's called.
What award did you win?
I won 3rd place in the 2D Art Award section.
Now let's check out some of the art pieces. Congratulations to all of you for all your hard work and dedication to the arts. I'm Aiden Bullaran, and back to the news desk.
7.
This past Monday the 24th, Miss Tribble was awarded the Teacher of the Year award, while Miss Soto Garcia was awarded the School-Related Employee of the Year. Now we go to Jeriel with more information.
Congratulations to Miss Tribble for winning the Teacher of the Year, and congratulations to Miss Soto Garcia for winning School-Related Employee of the Year. If you see them, please congratulate them. This is Jeriel Vega for Broncos Broadcasting Network. Hey, can you tell us more about yourself?
Yes, I've been with the school board for 21 years. I did 10 years with elementary schools, 7 years in the middle school, and I've been with Davenport High School since before it opened.
Let's see, I have been teaching since 2015. I started out at Auburndale High School as a paraprofessional and then went to the Real Academy for a year as a science teacher, Discovery Academy for a year as a science teacher, and then I spent 4 years at Boone in Haines City working as social studies teacher and been here for 2 years.
How do you feel towards winning the Teacher of the Year?
Oh my gosh, I'm so honored. I don't really know how to be in this position, so it's a little awkward for me. But I am so honored and grateful for those who have given me their vote. That was very sweet and very kind of them.
It is a privilege because the group of us that are school-related employees is such a big group that puts students first and work very hard as a team to support each other. So it's such a privilege to be chosen among all of our friends.
How do you feel about Miss Tribble?
I love Missy. Me and Missy, we like this.
I like her. She's really cool. She treats us like her own little kids. So I like her.
Miss Tribble, she's a great teacher. She's very close to the students, and I like being in her class. She's good.
Do you think she deserved the Teacher of the Year award?
Oh yeah, for sure. She always helped us around, no matter if it's one-on-one or with the whole in general. Even in private, like if you're not very comfortable with talking to the class, she's always honest, and she's like kind of down to earth with us, and she's a good teacher overall. And I think she deserved it. Yeah.
Yes, she does, because she's cool.
For sure, she puts in a lot of work for the school, and I can really appreciate the effort that she puts in to the classroom environment and just into her students.
6.
This year, DHS awarded its Athlete of the Year for the very first time. Jeriel has more information on this graduating senior who was a two-sport athlete.
Jocelyn Huddleston has been awarded our very first Athlete of the Year. This is an amazing accomplishment for her. Jocelyn plays both softball and basketball and makes sure to stand out among the rest in both sports.
I'm really excited about it. It is such an honor. Out of all the people in the school, they selected me, so I feel honored about it.
I think it's a great accomplishment for her. Her leadership and work ethic alone, I think, just contributes to her being nominated for Athlete of the Year.
Jocelyn was nominated by some coaching staff members. They put together a compilation of everything that she had done, so I think she is well deserving of this award.
With Jocelyn being a senior, she looks forward to new opportunities after high school, which will be especially easy considering the skills she possesses both on and off the court and field.
I do. I've actually committed for basketball and softball to Warner University for next fall.
Of course, Jocelyn wasn't able to do this alone. She received incredible amounts of help and support from her teammates and her coaches. And it can be said the other way around, as she has been a helpful piece in both teams she's been a part of.
My coaches being as supportive as they were and my teammates being supportive actually made my performance a lot better throughout the season, and it made us better as a team.
She led by example. She wasn't a leader that needed to say much. She just worked hard and tried to be an example for the other teammates.
Well, she played both softball and basketball. She was a fierce defender in basketball. Softball, great fielding experience. Offensively at the plate, she did really well batting too.
This is only our first awarding of Athlete of the Year, and there are many more to come. Our coaches and staff are always looking for a way to help our students athletes succeed. And when the work is put in, it will get recognized.
Yeah, that particular award really sets the standard for your program, your work ethic, your leadership, how you carry yourself on and off campus, being a leader, in your classroom as well as the court or field. I think says volumes for that award.
That everybody loves to go watch a game, but nobody really wants to do the work in practice. And I'll tell you right now, practice is where you succeed or fail when you're playing the game. So, and Jocelyn was one of those people that went hard at practice and went hard at the game. So, that's one of the reasons that she won, because she was a well-rounded athlete. And to her, the game was a practice and practice was a game. You just did not mess around.
Congratulations to Jocelyn for winning Athlete of the Year, and we wish her the best of luck in the future. I am Jeriel Vega. This is for Broncos Broadcasting Network.
The first performance of the 2022 Candlelight season happened on November the 25th, featuring DHS. Here is Caroline asking Mr. Wright more details on it.
Hi, I'm Caroline Schneidenberg, and I'll be interviewing Mr. Wright about the Candlelight concert.
Candlelight is a show that is done at Disney. In Orlando, we perform with the Walt Disney Orchestra, which is professional instrumentalists, along with the Voices of Liberty, which is a professional singing group. And we also perform with a guest celebrity. So it's about an hour show that goes through the story of baby Jesus. With the use of music and narration, and our first narrator was Simu Liu, who is a Marvel star from the previous Marvel movie. And the Candlelight itself was started in Disneyland with Walt Disney when he was still alive, and then now Orlando and Epcot, we continue that tradition of Candlelight and the story of Jesus being born through music. And it kind of is a highlight in the Central Florida area.
And how does your choir get to audition and join this choir?
So in August, the choir directors will get an email from Disney that says, hey, if you would like to audition, this is the audition. So what our process was this year, we had to learn one of the Candlelight songs, one of the songs that we actually do in Candlelight, and then we had the opportunity to just pick any other song to audition with. And those auditions were due at the end of September. And then a couple weeks later, it actually might have been the next week, we got the results back from our audition tape.
That is very cool. Thank you. What was it like being a part of Candlelight?
Being in Candlelight was a very unique experience. It was a once-in-a-lifetime sort of thing. It was really cool to be in front of all those people and like perform in front of all of them to tell the story of Christmas, basically. And then afterwards, we got to stay at the park, and it was really cool.
What was your favorite part about it?
My favorite part of being in Candlelight was probably getting to hang out the whole time. It was all of us, we were all pretty chill during the whole thing. We all just basically hung out during rehearsals and afterwards too. It was great.
I'm Caroline, and this has been a Broncos Broadcasting Network.
It's time to let it go with the Davenport School of the Arts spring musical, Frozen Jr. Here's Alec with more information on the show.
It's Frozen over at Davenport School of the Arts. The spring musical opened up tonight at 7 p.m. There are two different casts, Icicle and Snowflake. This is the 21st production that DSA has produced. The show has been in production for 4 months, and the cast and crew have really come a long way to be able to put...
sandwiches.
That's what I was gonna say, man! Anyway, let's go talk to the cast and crew over at DSA. What character do you play, and can you give a short description?
In Frozen Jr., I play the character of Kristoff, and basically Kristoff is an ice seller who runs into a princess of their island, and yeah,
I play Elsa, and I would say for her character, she's kind of quiet and keeps to herself, and yeah.
What cast are you in?
I'm in the Icicle cast.
I'm in the Snowflake cast.
How do you think the process of rehearsal has been?
Process of rehearsal is it's a good process. She runs it, and then even though if it sounds like she's yelling, she only does it so what notes you have to take in, you actually get.
I'd say they've been pretty fun but crazy, and I've learned a lot, especially on the singing side, because the songs in this show, they're not easy.
And then are you excited that you have the opportunity to take part in Frozen Jr.?
Yes, I am.
All right, thank you.
Of course, because since a little kid, I was like, Frozen was my favorite movie of all time. It's weird, but yeah. And so I've always played like Anna and little Elsa, and then now I get to actually be Elsa in the show, so it's pretty cool.
Mrs. Kane, if you don't get on camera, I'm going to take credit for directing the show, just so you know.
I'm not getting on camera, they don't need me.
I'm going to force you. I'm going to drag you over here.
What position are you?
I'm the stage manager.
What do you think your favorite song from the show is?
My favorite song is Colder by the Minute because it's so cool.
Is there one thing that you can say to get our DHS students to come and watch? And what would you say?
I'd say that Let It Go is a really popular song from Frozen, and the number in this show for both casts is pretty cool. So, so yeah, I'd say like you should come to the show because the whole movie is brought to life. And I, personally, from other shows that I've seen of Frozen, I'd say this one's the best one. So you should come see it.
And then, are you excited that you have the opportunity to take part in Frozen Junior?
Yes, I am because like I get to be backstage and I love being like backstage and doing all the technical stuff. And yeah.
All right, thank you.
Hi, I'm Kylie Conklin, the stage left manager of Frozen Junior, and here are some of the props that I work with. This is the bed for little Elsa and a little bit of me, a little bit of you, which they work with. This tree and this other small tree goes on in intermission for the castle scenes and the forest scenes. This is the door for Do You Want to Build a Snowman, which separates Anna and Elsa. And this cart helps with the transition from little Anna to little Elsa. And most of these props, these little cakes, have been used in other productions. And the last big thing that we work with here is the steps for the Elsa's Palace and Let It Go and For the First Time and Forever reprise.
And you'll have to forgive me if I seem a little nervous, but the last time I was on the stage, I was smooched by a straight guy wearing makeup and a Viking helmet.
I see you're actually getting footage.
It's me. Or makeup and a Viking helmet.
Was it Dono? Wait, was it Dono?
Yo, you want this?
Speaking of pink, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Let's head over to Miranda for more information.
It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Here's Miss Kish to talk about her experiences with breast cancer.
So I did go through chemo. I lost my hair. I also had probably 10 to 11 surgeries. So I was in and out of the hospital quite a bit. I was in the classroom teaching, but I was thankful not to miss too much work. But my students saw me go through the whole process. So it was interesting to kind of explain the process because they had a lot of questions. I didn't get too sick. I did have to go through radiation where I went to the doctor every day. But again, I stayed positive, handled it like a champ, and I had a very good support system. So I was very blessed.
But everyone experiences breast cancer for a different amount of time.
I was diagnosed in 2011. They treat you, so when they say you never really get rid of cancer once you have it, it always is somewhat in your body. But I was treated. It took about a year for my treatments, and then I had another year or two after that for surgery. So probably after 3 years, I would say I was done dealing with it.
Miss Kish has something to say to those who are fighting breast cancer.
I think the most important thing is to have them stay positive. If you keep that positive outlook, then it kind of shifts your whole perspective on how to deal with what you may not be able to deal with when you're in that situation. So always stay positive.
I'm Miranda for Broncos Broadcasting Network.
Every year, on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, we celebrate Veterans Day nationwide to commemorate and honor the soldiers and medics that fought and protected our nation. Here is Elias with our very own veteran staff members.
Armistice Day, a federal holiday in 1918 where we celebrate the armistice with Germany going into effect. And 36 years later, in 1954, the veterans have renamed it Veterans Day. So what branch were you in?
United States Army.
I was in the Army.
Marine Corps.
Army. I was in the Army.
United States Army.
I was an Army aviator.
What rank were you?
So I'm first class.
Lance Corporal.
Sergeant. Staff Sergeant.
Corporal.
Lieutenant Colonel.
How long did you serve in the Army?
24 years.
For 2 years.
2 years.
18 and a half years. For 12 years.
10 years.
22 and a half years.
What does Veterans Day mean to you?
It is a day that we honor our past, our fallen soldiers, the one who made the ultimate sacrifice.
It is our way of telling the ones who came back from war, from service, that we think about them.
For me, it becomes more about the guys that went and didn't come home. I know it's not supposed to be, but you realize that life is precious, and those guys aren't home. That's what it means to me.
It means time to honor fellow brothers and sisters that serve. What it means to me is being able to recognize other veterans. Specifically, when I think of that, I think of like Vietnam vets, and just saying thank you. I appreciate your service.
It's pretty much a time of remembrance for those who actually sacrificed their lives for others.
Veterans Day means to me is a celebration and thanking all the people who served in the U.S. Armed Forces from the day of its inception until now.
Please, if you see these staff members on campus, thank them for their service. For what they do isn't an easy task. This is Elias DeRay, signing off.
For the first time in Davenport High School history, a member of our orchestra passed a statewide audition and earned a spot in the 2023 Florida All-State Orchestra, which takes place this weekend at the Tampa Marriott Water Street Grand Ballroom. Anthony has more.
The freshman Mallory Jessie passed a statewide audition and earned a spot in the 2023 Florida All-State Orchestra. She will be performing on Saturday, January 14, in Tampa, representing Davenport High School. This is a big honor, and it shows years of hard work. Since when have you been playing the violin?
Since 4th grade.
How do you feel about being a part of All-State?
I'm very excited. This is my 2nd year going, and I can't wait.
How did the idea of the violin start?
So for me, when I was young in pre-K, one of the teachers the orchestra teacher at the time had an orchestra petting zoo where we got to go in and see all the instruments. And from that day, I went home and said, I'm going to play the violin.
How do you see your future with the violin?
I would definitely love to continue playing for the rest of my life.
How do you feel about Mallory Jessie performing for All-State?
Oh, that's an awesome question. So Mallory Jessie is performing for All-State over in Tampa this Saturday, and I'm really excited about it. She has worked really hard to come up with the music and prepare for an audition, and then earn the right to go perform with students from all across the state of Florida that come together to make this one orchestra. They'll be performing in Tampa for upwards of 1,000 people, and just about all of them are actual orchestra teachers or band teachers or someone, a professional that's involved with music. So it's a big deal to have that opportunity for her.
How do you feel about making Davenport history of being one of the first teachers to be in All-State?
That's a great question. I'm really proud. I love teaching at Davenport High School, and I'm really proud of the work that we've done and of the students' levels that we've already been able to produce on our 2nd year. I think this is just a start, and I'm really proud to be one of the first directors and have one of the first students as a part of this. And I see this going on forward from here and being an every year thing that we have more and more students.
I'm Anthony Escalera, and this is BBN News.
We will now take a look back at the best of Elias. from the 2022-23 school year.
We are sending it off to Elias with Mr. Tamburino giving us a technology update.
So now that you've logged in on this, okay, it'll recognize your account.
Hey Broncos, my name's Elias and here we are in the library, right? This is the distribution center for all the computers that we are using currently. And in a little bit, you're going to see me talking to Mr. Tamburino, asking him some questions about everything that's going on with the computers and our responsibilities to those computers. So let's cut to that.
So we're here to talk to you about devices and if you have an accident or if they break. So here is the plan. Number one, I have a Schoology course, which I'm going to send out to all students here at Davenport High School. So basically, what you're going to do is you're going to fill out a form online. Now, if your device is broken, let's say, and you can't, you can take your phone or your friend's computer and fill it out. Fill that form out. And then you're going to bring your device to the media center. And in the media center, to the right of the circulation desk, there is a charging cart like we used last year. And you're going to put the device in that. If you don't put your device in the cart, I cannot get it and fix it for you. So you have to remember to bring your device that's broken and place it in the cart.
Well, here I am in a rare sighting. I'm in the IDF closet. It's located in the library center, but you won't be able to see this. I have special privilege. But all this is what's going on with your computer. Basically, when you're searching something up or you're using something, it's getting all sent into here so it can process all the information. These blinking lights is everything you are searching up, everything you're looking for. And once it goes into here, it's taking that and it's sending you back out so you can actually receive what you want. And from here is where everything happens. So be careful on what you're looking at because they see it all. Well guys, remember, I'm Elias DeRay from Broncos Broadcasting and this is me signing off.
You are good to go.
Hello, this is Elias DeRay giving you our 4-day forecast. We're looking at partly cloudy thunderstorms all weekend with our highs and lows being a high of 93 and a low of 73 for Friday. A high of 88 and a low of 69 on Saturday, a high of 89 and a low of 71 for Sunday, and a high of 90 and a low of 71 for Monday. Well, that's your weekly weather report. Till next time, back to Ethan. Well, Broncos, time is ticking as the first quarter of the year comes to an end next Thursday on the 13th. Better get those assignments in before it's too late. Hola, yo me llamo Elías. Y aquí estamos con Broncos Noticias, hablando de este mes de la herencia hispana. Well, Hispanic Heritage Month is a pretty simple thing that started in 1968. It started off as a state concept when the Latino activists tried to get rights and recognition for their culture. From that, it grew, and Lyndon B. Johnson proposed the legislation, and it was officially turned into a law. And this ran all the way up until President Reagan, and here we are today, still celebrating it. It starts on September 15th and ends on October 15th. Where are you from?
I'm from Puerto Rico.
And what does Hispanic Heritage Month mean to you?
This month basically means, like, for me, an opportunity to understand and meet new different cultures from other Hispanic countries. An opportunity to learn different cultures and to compare my culture with others.
So, where are you from?
Well, originally I'm from Puerto Rico, but I can be considered a Floridian since I've been here for 21 years.
Can you tell me a bit about the dress that you have next to you?
I made this dress for my daughter. She was participating in an event that she had to represent where we're from. And I hand painted the entire bottom of this piece, and I bedazzled our flag, and I was very excited because she won first place.
Where are you from?
Puerto Rico.
And what does this month mean to you?
It means orgullo, pride, to celebrate our culture and just community and, collaboration with all our Latino comrades.
How do you like to celebrate this month of Hispanic Heritage?
Eating all kind of Spanish food with my family.
Thank you.
Well, the new fall sports are rolling in, and
and we're going to Elias with the girls' soccer preseason dates.
Well, thanks, Miranda. Let's go to Mr. Wearing, assistant coach of the girls' soccer team. So, will you have any comments for the upcoming season so far?
I think this upcoming season is going to be a pretty good one. We have a lot of returning players, really solid team this year. We start our season off with a preseason tournament. It's a jamboree that we will be doing at Lake Buena Vista. We play both Olympia and we play Freedom High School in a short preseason match. We are also looking at a different district this year. They changed our districts this year, so we actually have the returning state champions for girls soccer in our district. But that doesn't discourage us. I think we're going to have a solid season this year.
Well, that was a handful. But I know our Lady Broncos got it after an incredible season last year. And this year will definitely be a comeback.
Now, not all heroes wear capes. In our case, some wear backpacks. Going to Elias with our student spotlight.
Hey Broncos, my name's Elias. And I'm coming to you with a story that you don't hear likely from a small town like Davenport. But these things happen. And here we are from our first-hand perspective, with Alex Santiago telling us what happened. So Alex, last week was very interesting for you. Care to tell us what happened?
Alright, so Friday morning I was driving to school and I seen a dude standing on the corner and he kept waving at me, so I rolled out my window to see if he needed anything and he said he got hit by a car. So when I heard that, I was like, damn, bro, got hit by a car. So I pulled over, got out, and he was like gushing with blood, so went in my bag, got out my like little lifeguard rag, gave it to him, had him clean off all his blood and stuff, made sure he was okay, called the cops, so he could get some attention and some help, and then headed on my way to school.
That's crazy. And all this happened Friday morning?
Yeah, it was a crazy morning.
Oh, thank you for that story. So I'm here with Mrs. Hoffman talking about Alex Santiago and the heroic act he did last week. How did you hear about this story?
Well, Alex came in during his time with me at fifth period and seemed a little shaky. And he said, Miss Hoffman, I really need to tell you about something that happened this morning. And then he told me the story, and I just thought it was so brave of him to stop. And I love how he even called his mom to make sure she knew that he was going to be tardy to school. But I just think it was a very kind and a very brave act of him.
Well, thank you for your insight.
Thank you.
Well, here you have it, folks. A story that you normally hear on the movies or in news, but happened in our very own school. Thank you, Alex Santiago.
Every year, on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, we celebrate Veterans Day, nationwide to commemorate and honor the soldiers and medics that fought and protected our nation. Here is Elias with our very own veteran staff members.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
Armistice Day, a federal holiday in 1918 where we celebrate the armistice with Germany going into effect. And 36 years later, in 1954, the veterans have renamed it Veterans Day.
So what branch were you in?
United States Army.
I was in the Army.
Marine Corps.
Army. I was in the Army.
United States Army.
I was an Army aviator.
What rank were you?
So I'm first class.
Lance Corporal.
Sergeant. Staff Sergeant.
Corporal.
Lieutenant Colonel.
How long did you serve in the Army?
24 years.
For 2 years.
2 years.
18 and a half years. For 12 years.
10 years.
22 and a half years.
What does Veterans Day mean to you?
It is a day that we honor our past, our fallen soldiers, the one who made the ultimate sacrifice.
It is our way of telling the ones who came back from war, from service, that we think about them.
For me, it becomes more about the guys that went and didn't come home. I know it's not supposed to be, but you realize that life is precious, and those guys aren't home. That's what it means to me.
It means time to honor fellow brothers and sisters that serve. What it means to me is being able to recognize other veterans. Specifically, when I think of that, I think of like Vietnam vets, and just saying thank you. I appreciate your service.
It's pretty much a time of remembrance for those who actually sacrificed their lives for others.
Veterans Day means to me is a celebration and thanking all the people who served in the U.S. Armed Forces from the day of its inception until now.
Please, if you see these staff members on campus, thank them for their service. For what they do isn't an easy task. This is Elias DeRay, signing off. A big shout out and congratulations to the cast of A Midsummer Night's Dream, who put on their first performances last week on Thursday, November 17th and Friday, November 18th. Much like casts who participate in A Midsummer Night's Dream, orchestra is another fine art elective offered at Davenport High School. 11 of our orchestra students received a rating of superior from the adjudicators at the Solo and Ensemble MPA held at Lake Region High School. A big congratulations to Juliana Sabogal, Zara Ramirez, Linz Noel, Sofia Orval, Tarico Scatterfield, Mallory Jesse, Imara Camacho, Patrick Anderson, Olivia Hogman-Gear, Melanie Freites, and Sabrina Cecil. Earlier this month, Mallory Jesse passed a statewide audition and earned a spot in the 2023 Florida All-State Orchestra. She will represent DHS when she performs in Tampa in January. On Thursday, December 15th, from 6 until 8 p.m., Davenport High School will have its first ever Title I Family Game Night. Scan the QR code on your screen now to RSVP by December 8th. Your entire family is invited and a 3-course meal will be provided. Just a reminder, students, that once we do return from Thanksgiving break, after-school tutoring will begin Monday through Thursday from 2:15 until 3:15, and students must provide their own transportation back home after tutoring ends. On Wednesday, December 14th, DHS juniors and seniors can tour Florida's Polytechnic University in Lakeland. Students with a GPA greater than 2.5 are encouraged to meet with Ms. Gambrell Mercado in room 01-142 to register. This is only open to the first 50 eligible students, so do not delay. Let's see what we got here. Mendoza Inc.'s first athletic scholarship for Broncos. What? You guys seen this? Madison Mendoza, our softball player, signs the first athletic scholarship for Broncos. Oh, I gotta take this story on.
Madison Mendoza is Davenport's first athlete signing for girls softball, and it's a pretty great experience for Davenport. It's a great experience for her family, her coaches, and we're pretty excited about it all around.
So, I'm here with Madison Mendoza, Davenport High School's first athletic sign-on. And how are you feeling about it?
I'm super excited. Can't wait to go.
So, can't wait to go, but where are you going?
I'm going to Payne College in Augusta, Georgia.
Why'd you pick that school over all the ones we have here in Florida?
I just thought it was a really good fit for me. They have the major that I want, and I thought the teammates were really, really nice, and the coaches are great.
Well, Coach Cook, one of your student athletes just got signed on for a full ride scholarship to school over in Georgia. How are you feeling about that?
Well, we're super excited for Madison, and to go down in history as the first ever signee at Davenport is amazing. Makes me very proud as a coach. I knew the first time I saw her on the field that there was going to be a good, bright future for her. Just wasn't sure where she was going to land, and Payne College, talked with the coach and also with Madison's travel ball coaches and her parents, and we just went through a lot of pros and cons. Seems like it's going to be a perfect fit for her. I'm excited that she's going to represent Davenport, and they are building the program around her as their #1 pitcher. So she's got some big shoes to stand in, but I feel she will be able to handle all that challenge.
So what are your advice for any other student who wants to get signed on as well as you?
Make sure to keep your grades up and practice at home and on the practice field, and just put yourself out there. Go to a lot of camps and stuff like that.
Well, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
What would you say to other students who are looking to sign on athletically? What could they do or what should they do to look for that in their future?
Hard work is definitely at the basis of earning an athletic scholarship. But ultimately, grades matter. If you can't get your grades to where they need to be, a lot of colleges they won't even look at you because if you can't meet the requirements here at the high school, there's no way that you're going to be able to do that at the college level. So Madison, she's kind of set herself up athletically and academically to be above what the standard is. So she set a very high bar for herself, and she met that. So we're excited for her.
Coach Gables, as athletic director, how do you feel with Davenport's first athletic sign-on?
I think it's an amazing opportunity for our student athletes, and this only goes to show the foundation that we are building in 2 short years. We already have our first full signee in a sport, and I think it's a wonderful opportunity to put Davenport High School on the map.
Well, do you have any advice for students who also want to be signed on just like her?
A lot of the athletics has to do with your scholarship ability is based upon your GPA, your work ethic, and all those things. And unfortunately, Madison encompasses everything that a college coach wants. She's a hard worker. She's dedicated. Her classwork is on point. So those kind of things will also help you as a student athlete to make sure that you are on your way to playing at the collegiate level, no matter if that's Division I, II, III, or NAIA or NCAA. So you have that opportunity.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely. Saddle up. Go Broncos. Yeah, go right ahead. Oh, not there. Just kidding. Just kidding. Wow.
All right.
Well, that's incredible. We're all proud of you and congratulate you, and can't wait to see whose face is next on this paper. That's all for me today. See you, Broncos. Hey, Broncos, my name is Elias, coming to you with our 4-day forecast. Davenport seems to be warming up with Saturday's high of 74 and a low of 62, and a chance of rain in the afternoon. Sunday is going to be mostly cloudy with some strong winds, giving us a high of 83 and a low of 63. Monday will be giving us some morning and afternoon rain, looking like it'll be a high of 77 and a low of 61. Ending off with a cloudy Tuesday, looking at a high of 81 and a low of 57. That's your weekly weather forecast. Back to you, Ethan.
The Polk Museum of Art hosts several exhibitions per year in the George Jenkins Gallery that features artwork by Polk County School District students. Here are a few of our students with their work published.
Well, here I am at the Polk Museum of Art. We're going to be looking at some of the artworks, and we're going to talk to our very own students who got their work submitted. So, let's go inside and see what we can find. I'm here with Gabriel Colon, one of the entries for the Polk Museum of Art Transcendence exhibit. So can you tell me what we're looking at?
So it's just 2 pictures of me side to side. The shutter speed of the camera was really slow, so the 2 pictures are kind of blurry. It's just me moving my head side to side and up and down.
And do you have a name for this piece of art?
Yeah, it's called the Algebraic Impartialism. It's a little bit corny, I guess, on the nose, but yeah, that's the name of it.
I'm here with Cadence, another student who got their work submitted in the Transcendence exhibit. So, Cadence, can you tell me what we're looking at?
You're looking at an assignment I was giving where we were given like strips of paper, and it was like about this long, and we were told to like bend it however we wanted and place it on like this little cardboard platform that Ms. Chambers gave us, right? And so from that, we were supposed to tilt it in any direction and just draw what we saw.
All right, so does this masterpiece have a name?
Ezekiel. Like egg, seek, eel.
Well, congrats.
Thank you.
So, Ariana Rivera, you were also submitted into the Transcendence exhibit. Can you tell me what we're looking at?
So we are looking at my second envision of my project, Cyberpunk, or Love into Cyberpunk. It's basically like robot-ish, kind of in space. It's kind of, the envision was having friends influence you in a way. So that's basically what the piece was originally about, being influenced by friends.
We're with Ashley Charles talking about the work that she had got submitted into the Polk Museum of Art. Can you tell me what we're looking at?
Yes, so I drew an animal with the combination of a ladybug, a flamingo, and a fly. That's basically what that is, and it's on the beach, taking a stroll.
I'm here with Janice Felix Pagan, who got her work submitted into the Transcendence exhibit in the Polk Museum of Art.
Can you tell me what we're looking at?
Yeah, I made 3 little pots. They were my one of my first like very successful mugs like that I made in on the wheel because I'm like starting, I'm a beginner. It's just they were like for fun mostly.
And do these have a name?
Yeah, so they weren't named by me, but it's Gelly Reimagined because last year I made a sculpture named Gelly, so that's like the reimagined of it.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Isn't art just beautiful? I mean, to be able to have the talent to create wonders and masterpieces just like those. Not from just our own students, but from the students all over Polk County. So, congratulations to our very own and to everyone else. And this is Elias from the Broncos Broadcasting Network, signing off.
Hey Broncos, my name's Elias and I'm bringing you this week's Athlete of the Week from our boys soccer team, Manny Ramirez. Let's go talk to him. Oh, Manny Ramirez, how's it feel to be Athlete of the Week?
I'm honored, to get the things I worked hard for and, practice every day for. It feels good.
How long have you been playing?
I've been playing since I was in kindergarten, basically. I took a break for like 2 years, but came back junior year and I came back strong.
So you think you'll be shooting for a scholarship next season?
Yeah, for sure, but I'm going to definitely put school first because, you always got to be a student athlete before any sports, and that's my main priority right now, school.
All right, well, congratulations.
Appreciate it.
So Manny, a junior here at Davenport High School in our 2022-23 school year, and is our soccer MVP for the boys varsity team. In 18 games, he has had 5 assists, 3 hat tricks, and 18 goals. So, Coach Riggs, what can you tell us about Manny?
Manny has been a crucial part of the team for us this year. He's been our striker. He's been our main goal scorer. So really, he's been irreplaceable for us this season. And we are just glad that he tried out for soccer this year and actually decided to play soccer instead of basketball.
And you're proud of him for being Athlete of the Week?
Yeah, that's a great achievement. It's great honors to get as a high school player. It's really fun to see yourself in the newspaper. So we're proud of him. I think it's well deserved. And we're looking forward to see if he can do it again in the future.
Well, isn't that pretty cool? Let's see who else gets to get chosen from our school. This is Elias Durr signing off.
Boys weightlifting team compete against new dimensions at home. All 10 of our boys took either silver or gold in their weight classes. One name to mention is Nicholas Ferdico. Broke more school records with a 225-pound snatch, 260-pound clean and jerk, and a 260-pound bench press. With a big congratulations to them, I'm excited to see what happens next.
Our Lady Broncos weightlifting team recently went to states. Here's Elias with a spotlight on Lyric Pittman.
Hey Broncos, my name's Elias and I'm bringing you the star athlete of this week. Ms. Ramos, tell us about Lyric Pittman.
Lyric Pittman is a student athlete here at Davenport High School. She currently won the title of 4th in place for states in girls weightlifting for traditional and 6th for Olympic. She has been a true asset to the school. We got her last year. She came from Haines City High, and we have some amazing prospects for her for this year and for next year as well.
Here I am with Lyric Pittman, a star athlete for our girls weightlifting who made it to states for a 2nd year in a row. How did it go?
Went pretty good. I placed 4th and 6th in Olympic and traditional, which is snatch and clean jerk for Olympic, and bench and clean jerk for traditional.
And how much did you lift?
I lifted 185 for clean jerk, 130 for snatch, and 175 for bench.
Well, we're very impressed with her performance. I'm Elias, signing off.
For the 2nd time in Davenport High School history, we have an athlete commit to a college. Earlier this week, Gianna Shikakis signed her paperwork with the Bentley University Falcons, where she will play soccer next year. Here is Elias with more on the momentous occasion.
All right, so
On behalf of the Davenport High School girls soccer program, I want to welcome you to this wonderful occasion. It's extremely exciting to celebrate this accomplishment that Gianna has achieved. The girls soccer program here at Davenport High School has achieved many great accomplishments over the first 2 years as a program, and Gianna has been a big part of those accomplishments. From winning 25 games over the last 2 years to securing a playoff berth and reaching the regional semifinals this year, Gianna has been an integral part of the program. She will be missed, however, it is with extreme pride that we as a program could help her reach her goals and accomplishments. We're extremely proud of her, and we hope that in the future she can look back at her time here as a time in which she grew as a player both on and off the field. We know that Gianna is moving on to do great things at the next level of her soccer and academic career, and we wish her all the best as she starts this new chapter in her life.
Hey Broncos, my name is Elias. Right now we just heard some great words from Mr. Waring talking about the student athlete, Gianna Statharkis. Right now we'll be cutting to her and more information and details about where she's going and how she's feeling.
So, I'm here with Gianna Statharkis, student athlete who just got signed and committed to Bentley. Would you like to share a few words on that?
Yeah, so my club coach initially reached out to Bentley because I told him I wanted to go back to Massachusetts, which is where I'm from. And so he reached out to them, and they had an interest in me after they saw my highlight videos and everything. And then I was talking to the coach for a while, and she asked me to come visit. So I went up there and visited, and I just knew it was the place for me. And then after that, I got my letter of commitment, and I signed.
Was there any other schools that were looking at you, or were you looking at them?
There was definitely a few schools that were looking at me, and then a few that I was interested in. I was interested in U Tampa and a few others, but I just didn't really connect with those ones like I did with Bentley.
Mrs. Hoffman, your student aide Gianna just got signed on to a college, which is a big commitment. What would you like to say to that?
I just want to say I'm so proud of Gianna because she's worked really hard for a lot of years for this. She's not just a great athlete, she's also a wonderful student and a fantastic media center student aide. If you've been in here B, C, or D lunch all year, you've seen her at the desk, and I just wish her all the best.
Mr. Duget, another one of your student athletes have signed on to a college. How do you feel?
It's pretty awesome. Excited for Gianna. Excited for all of our kids that get the opportunity to play at the next level.
Do you have any words of encouragement or endearment for her and on the journey that she's going to follow?
Yeah, I think Gianna being here for 2 years, I've seen her grow a lot on the field. She's had an exceptional career. Excited to see what she does next, and hopefully she will be a trendsetter for a lot of our Broncos here.
Well, thank you, and congratulations for another student athlete signing on.
Thanks, Elias.
Well, like they all said, we are very proud of you and excited for you and your journey to come along. If you see her, please congratulate her. I'm Elias, signing off for the Broncos Broadcasting Network.
Sure that's the right date? Yay!
Zombie Prom is coming up this Friday and Saturday. Here's Elias with more information.
Hey Broncos, my name's Elias, and I'm coming to you with the story on our spring production here at Davenport High School, which is our Zombie Prom. Zombie Prom is a show about a kid who falls into radioactive waste, and, well, I guess I'll leave it to when you guys see it. We will be coming to Gabriel and Lynn. Those are our two stars. Gabriel will be playing Johnny, and Lynn is playing Toffee. I'm here with Leah Rodas. So can you tell me what your part is in the show?
I am Toffee. I am the lead female role.
And are you excited for the show? Any expectations?
I'm pretty excited. I just hope this goes well. We've been working for a few months for this with nonstop singing and dancing and going over blocking and everything. So I just honestly hope that it goes okay. I don't have a lot of high expectations because we're just high school kids trying to get through a musical, but
we've been working hard, and I just hope that everything goes well.
Well, break a leg.
Thank you.
So I'm here with Gabriel Narvaez. Tell me what your role is in the play.
Well, I play Johnny. I am the zombie who comes back from the dead.
And are you excited? Have any expectations for the show?
Well, I am very excited because I got one of the main roles, and it's as my first ever main role in a musical. And for my future is very interesting. And also, I've been very interested in this theater production, and hope this Friday people come and see us.
Well, I'm excited to see how the show came out. I'm Elias, signing off for the Broncos Broadcast Network.
For centuries, music has been the main thing to bring people together. Now it's our turn to host a gathering. We're going to Elias with its story on jazz.
Hey Broncos, my name is Elias and I'm coming to you with our latest piece, which is music. Mr. Layton has been putting together a group to have a nice little jazz concert here at school. Let's go ask him about it.
Yes, we have a performance on April the 6th called Jazz Under the Stars. We're basically highlighting our jazz ensemble. It's going to be out in the courtyard area outside. It's also going to be an opportunity for this ensemble to perform. It's our first performance ever, actually. We've been rehearsing after school, getting prepared. We'll be performing 7 pieces, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
This concert will be catered and free for anyone to come out and enjoy music, jazz, along with a scenic background, which is the beautiful stars and the full moon that will be expected that night. Here I am with Cullen Hughes. How do you feel about Jazz Under the Stars?
Well, it's kind of different. I've never done a concert outside before, but that's something I'm kind of concerned about, but also excited for because in the weather, you sound a little different. We got a good selection of music going, though. We got quite a few songs to play, and we're working on them pretty hard. With the amount of time we put in, we've done a lot of work, and I think it's going to be great. I think everyone's going to enjoy it. We're going to have some catering. It's going to be fun.
Well, Broncos, that's all I have for you. This is Elias signing off.
On Tuesday, the juniors will take the ACT. Here's Elias to bring you more information.
Hey Broncos, my name's Elias and I'm coming to you with information on the ACT. So let's go over to Claybo and we'll talk to him about it. Mr. Claybo, can you tell us what the ACT is and why we need it?
The ACT is a test that our juniors take and other students can take on Saturdays as well. It is a college acceptance exam that lets colleges know how ready you are for college.
Thanks, Claybo. Now I'm here to give you the information and history on ACT. ACT stands for American College Testing. It was made as an alternative to the SAT and was first initiated in November of 1959. The ACT was founded by its ACT organization, which is a nonprofit group made up of college board admission officers and high school guidance counselors. The ACT was founded to give students another option for other testings since the SAT was all they had at first. And now the ACT is a popular choice since it covers all 4 subjects and it is accepted in all 4-year colleges and universities here in the United States. Well, if you're taking the ACT, I hope you're studying and good luck to you. This is Elias signing off. Thank you for joining us this week for Broncos News. I'm Elias. And thank you personally for enjoying the content I make. This will be me saying goodbye for the last time. But Broncos Broadcasting Network will continue. So, we'll see you next time.